One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskers will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Minnesota's offense will go to work first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special. Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Caught near the sticks, it's Tracy. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And here comes the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So Nebraska's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Timeout, Nebraska. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Cornhuskers are on the move. Lost to throw again. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Going for the goal line, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 41. RPO complete to open the drive. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Quick release on the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Sam Houston was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Huntsville over the years. It's a win, but it honestly lacked any real style points. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're working that left side. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line is doing their job.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Off play action. Pucks it out of the air. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion.
Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Forced out of the pocket. He's got it on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Nebraska! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
And the Golden Gophers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Snagged in the middle. It's Key. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Huskers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Fitted in the window for the score. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Taylor has it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Absolutely center cut.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Cornhuskers in the hurry-up.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They'll run play action. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Complete to the right. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads it left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's second and long. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just keep slinging it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Whips it out on the screen. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Tracy. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to
send it downfield. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incomplete.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Huskers want to move quickly. Quick catch on third down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskers! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. That's caught. It's Taylor. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Golden Gophers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw in that.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Makes a man miss. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Good, right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing.
Turning on the Jets. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. He might want another play. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the stomping has commenced.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tracy. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. There he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the pummeling has started.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hit as he throws. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on throw on first down off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Back to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. This young signal caller just seems to get better and better with each game, and he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Finds his target down the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the gun. Finds some fresh air. He has the first and still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all. Assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The Huskers moving quickly to the line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. You know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that 3rd down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hand off from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Bringing the heat. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
And this offense put together a really good drive. It was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to fire deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Taylor. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gives it on the option. And he's still running after the move. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to.
And the defense, Abe, got him at the 27.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Got enough for the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. No matter how much college football